Hello everybody, it's Non-C News here, and today we've got a lot of breaking updates today. So the first news is coming from the Eastern Economic Forum. So I promise this will be the last time I talk about this Eastern Economic Forum, but now the full results of this forum have came out. So over 258 agreements worth a whopping 5.4 trillion rubles, so that's about 60 billion US dollars, were signed at the Eastern Economic Forum in Russia's Far East city of Vladivostok. The president, so Vladimir Putin, commented on an array of other issues from the Northern Sea Route to Ukraine, the future of AI in medicine, and also energy and politics, and even the US presidential campaign. And if we remember, the Malaysian Prime Minister also attended this forum, and he's shown his interest in joining BRICS and also staying in contact with Putin personally. We also had news coming from the Chinese Vice President, Han Zheng, who also spoke at the event, pointing to China's status as a leading trade partner and investor in Russia's Far East. Vladimir Putin said the development of Russia's Far East will be one of the great economic adventures of the 21st century. So, very big statements. And I promise this will be the last time I touch upon this topic. Now let's go into probably one of the biggest or the biggest news today. So Russia's Northern Fleet is now conducting drills in the Barents Sea. So Russia's Northern Fleet are now holding drills in the Barents Sea involving various support vessels as part of the anti-submarine defense operation training. The drills also included practicing defense strategies against potential threats like unmanned motorboats, UAVs, and other robotic systems of a simulated enemy. That's not the only thing. Russia's naval aviation also took part in this exercise. So if you can see here in the bottom left corner, we can see these Su-30s. I believe these are Su-35s or Su-30s. I don't know. Take off to support this naval exercise. We also got news coming from Peskov, so the President Vladimir Putin's spokesman. So he called the U.S. accusations against Russia regarding the election interference as nonsense, and he stated that Moscow is not interfering. And we also got news and a video showing the latest delivery of latest batches of T-90Ms, so the Russian tanks, to the Russian military. So it's reported that these T-90Ms will be installed with the latest jammers against drones, among other modifications. Now let's head to Zelensky. So President Zelensky of Ukraine commented on the Kursk region and Putin. So he stated that Putin is more obsessed with capturing Ukraine than protecting Russia. He said that this is his idea to destroy us. Totally destroy Ukraine and Ukrainians. And the next news is that Ukraine has appointed a new Minister of Foreign Affairs of Ukraine, so Andriy. So this is him in your bottom left corner. So this is the new Foreign Affairs Minister of Ukraine. So I'll keep you updated on him and his work. Now let's talk about the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant. So the IAEA visited a cooling station at the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant. So they discussed and reviewed the fire damages on the cooling plant, and actually discussed that these two cooling plants, I'm pretty sure these are cooling plants, will have to be demolished because of the fire damage that was set ablaze to these cooling stations. So I'll keep you updated on that situation. Now let's go into let's go to Slovakia, where Slovakia's Prime Minister fears a repeat assassination incident. So if you don't remember, Fico, that's his name. I'm pretty sure he's the Prime Minister of Slovakia. He had an assassination attempt. So he said that I am traumatized, but not by the assassination attempt, but by the opposition and some media outlets because of what they are doing. They are creating an atmosphere that could lead to a repeat of such a story, and that is what I fear most, Fico said during a working visit to a Slovak town where he previously got shot. So he's fearing that he might have another assassination attempt due to media outlets. Now let's go to the Czech Republic. So the Czech Republic will state that it will not forcibly return any Ukrainian men of a conscription age. This was stated by the Ukrainian ambassador to the Czech Republic. And now let's head to the Lithuanian-Russian border at Kaliningrad. So, as I'm pretty sure I discussed this in yesterday's video, that Lithuania started building fortifications, kind of dragon teeth, which are anti-tank obstacles on this bridge right here. So at the visiting point at Russia and Lithuania. So, if you can see here in your bottom left corner, Lithuania has completed fortifying a part of its border with Russia, deploying minefields and dragon teeth barriers. So I'll keep you updated on this. This is very concerning, and I don't know what else to say about this. Now let's head to probably the biggest news coming today. So we're going to go to Ramstein. So as I discussed yesterday, Zelensky visited Ramstein, which is, I'm pretty sure, a NATO US base. So a lot of foreign leaders, including the head of NATO, so a lot of people attended. And on the 6th of September 2024, the 24th meeting of Ukraine Defense Contact Groups, so the UDCG, took place. And at this meeting, a lot of NATO countries stated new arms supplies. So Germany announced plans to transfer 77 Leopard tanks, 1A5 tanks in cooperation with Denmark and the Netherlands, 12 units of 155mm self-propelled guns, and PZH-2000s will also be supplied. Canada will supply a large batch of engines for the NAR and 1,300 warheads for them. Great Britain will also supply 650 LMM Marlit manpads. The Netherlands will supply air-to-air missiles and support equipment. The US and UK will each provide a military aid package worth of $250 million. So huge package for Ukraine. And, that's not the only thing. Spain, the Spanish defense minister, also today announced that the immediate dispatch of a complete Hawk battery, which includes 6 missile launchers. So this is an air defense system. I'll put a picture here in your bottom left corner. So Spain is going to give Ukraine 6 of these systems. Lloyd Austin also stated that he doesn't want to let Zelensky use long-range weapons in Russia, so he's still prohibiting US weapons to hit deep inside Russia. Zelensky will apparently present his plan for victory to Biden pretty soon, and the head of the Pentagon stated that the conflict in Ukraine will end at the negotiating table, but the US will not judge when exactly. So, pretty big statements. And after this Ramstein meeting in Germany, Zelensky made his way to Italy. So President Zelensky arrived in Italy to participate in the economic forum, so International Economic Forum, where he will also meet the Italian Prime Minister. So we've already gotten footage of his arrival. So if you can see here in bottom left corner, President Volodymyr Zelensky met with the Italian Prime Minister, and next video will obviously get the full results of the meeting between them two. Now we're going to head to some NATO updates / the United States accusations. So the United States has notified its allies that Iran has apparently supplied Russia with short-ranged ballistic missiles. So the US is now stating that Iran has now supplied Russia with ballistic missiles, but Iran has completely denied these reports. So I'll keep you updated on that. We also got news come from Stoltenberg that he calls China to stop supporting the Russian war in Ukraine. And we got news that the EU will allocate 300 million euros from frozen Russian assets to France for supplying weapons to Ukraine, according to the French MOD. This is a part of a larger 1.4 billion euros initiative aimed at quickly acquiring ammo, artillery, and air defense systems. We've also got a lot of news coming from Paris, where a lot of people in Paris are actually protesting against the new appointment of Michel Barnier, which is the new Prime Minister of France. He was appointed by Macron. So you can see here in the bottom left corner quite a huge amount of protests into the city. And now let's visit Dublin. So the UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer visited Dublin, making the first visit by a British Prime Minister to Ireland in 5 years. Britain's Downing Street said the visit marked a new era of cooperation and friendship between Britain and Ireland. So the full results again of that meeting will come out probably in tomorrow's video. So I'll keep you updated on that, but Keir Starmer, the British Prime Minister, has visited Dublin. We've also got some news coming from Azerbaijan. So the big news coming from Azerbaijan is that the president of Azerbaijan, Aliyev, stated that Azerbaijan will not take part in any future anti-Russian sanctions. We've also got some rumors of a potential offensive to Lebanon. So an Israeli chief visited the Golan Heights, where he discussed with reporters that Israel might launch a potential offensive into Hezbollah. We've also got news that Hezbollah launches a barrage of rockets into Israel. You can see here in the bottom left corner, you can see the Hezbollah missiles making its way to Israel, but it seems that the Iron Dome, Israel's air defense, is intercepting most of these rockets. And we've also got a huge amount of news coming from this Israeli city here. So we've apparently got news of a huge Israeli protest demanding a hostage exchange deal. So apparently there was thousands of people who participated in this Israeli protest, demanding the Israeli government to hurry up with the hostage exchange deal and potentially get a ceasefire in Gaza. Now we've got some interesting news coming from some Iranian authorities. So these Iranian authorities actually are planning to move the country's capital closer to the Persian Gulf. According to the Iranian president, it is becoming more economically unfeasible to keep Tehran as the capital. He stated that after selecting a new capital center, all the government agencies will be relocated there, and Tehran residents will then be given the opportunity to move. So there's some rumors, some statements that Tehran might not be the Iran's capital for much longer, and it might be moved more closer to the Persian Gulf. So reports are saying. So maybe here, I don't know. So very interesting news. We've also got news coming from the UAE. So the UAE has stopped issuing visas to men from Tajikistan. The reason has not been officially announced yet. So the UAE has completely stopped issuing visas to men from Tajikistan. So if you don't know where that is, it's this country right here. But let's just go to China. So we've got huge statements coming from China. So China, again, as I stated in my previous video, announced a huge $50 billion aid to the whole continent of Africa, the African Cooperation Forum. So Beijing says that the cash would come without political conditions. China has also revealed one of its largest military transport aircraft, the Y-20. So at an air show in Egypt, its takeoff weighs about 200 tons and it's capable of transporting various cargoes and peoples over a long distance in various weather conditions. So during the demonstration, the flight of the Y-20 performed 6 maneuvers, including a steep takeoff, dynamic descent turns, low speed passages, and rapid landing. So very interesting news. So China has unveiled one of the largest military transport aircraft. We've also got news that China is planning to send some robots to Mars to deliver samples from Mars and potentially try and return back to Earth. So big statements. We've also got some US statements. So the big US statement is coming from Donald Trump. We don't have anything really come from Kamala Harris due to a lack of any really talking on interviewing or anything. So all I have is Donald Trump. So he had a, actually, I think you should watch this for yourself. It's pretty funny.
I knew Putin. I knew him well. And, you know, he endorsed, I don't know if you saw the other day, he endorsed Kamala. He endorsed Kamala. I was very offended by that. I wonder why he endorsed Kamala. No, he's a chess player. He endorsed Kamala. Should I be, Congressman, should I be upset about that? No? Huh? Was it done with a smile, Ron? Was it done with a smile? I think it was done maybe with a smile. I don't know. Who the hell knows? Nobody's going to figure it out. They're about 19 steps ahead of us. But this whole Russia thing.
So that's not actually the only news. Trump has revealed how he will end the war in Ukraine. So his plan is to cut energy prices by half or more within 12 months of taking office. He stated that Putin cannot fight a war with oil at $40, the president candidate stated. He stated again, I will literally call the two people the night I win, Putin and Zelensky, and we will make a deal within 24 hours. So he's fairly confident that he will get this done and dusted in 24 hours. Now let's head to Honduras. So we've got news that thousands of people have taken to the street and now demanding that the president of Honduras resign after a video was released related to drug trafficking involving her government. So I'm not really sure what's going here, but all I know is that thousands of people are apparently taking to the street demanding that the Honduras president step down from her position. Now let's head to Argentina. So the last news is coming from Argentina. So the president of Argentina received 2 letter bombs. So one of the letter bombs was opened and the other was deactivated by police. So the secretary of the president of the Royal Society opened the first package and reportedly suffered only minor injuries. 4 people were taken to the hospital. So there was an assassination attempt on the president of Argentina's Royal Society. So very big news. We've also got news that the Argentina is demanding that the International Criminal Court issue an arrest warrant for Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro, according to the statement from the country's Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So, very interesting news, and that's all the news I actually have for you today. I am Non-Seen News. I'll try and provide you news that medias around the world do not show you. I do these videos hopefully daily, so consider subscribing and liking. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye.